hi everybody, and welcome to another MACS live chat. My name is Steve Schaeber, and I'm the manager of service training for MACS Worldwide, the Mobile Air Conditioning Society. Joining me today is LYNN FEE, Vice President of Accounting and Human Resources at MACS Worldwide in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. LYNN has worked on the MACS staff for more than 19 years and has played a key role in managing the association, including its operations and finance, and of course, the tremendous amount of work that goes into presenting our members with the annual MACS training event and trade show. LYNN, welcome.
Thanks, Steve. It's great to be here.
So I want to start off with talking a little bit about what's going on at MACS, what's happening with the association, basically since the beginning of our new decade in the year 2020.
Yeah, our entire staff has been super busy coming into the new year. It was great. A lot of energy going into the Nashville training event. Nashville was amazing. Attendance was big, lots of great reviews. We received a lot of great reviews for the venue, and everybody loved the training. It was amazing. Our Section 609 certification was also starting to pick up with our normal springtime level, and we had over 18 training clinics scheduled for around the country. Everybody was very busy, and it was shaping up to be a really great year.
Well, you know, it wasn't too long after we all got back from Nashville. And of course, I spent the following week in Atlanta visiting with our members and attending TMC.
Right.
When we really started to hear a lot about the novel coronavirus in the US. Can you tell us what happened? What were some of the first changes we had to make here at MACS as Tom Wolf, our governor here in Pennsylvania, began providing guidance to businesses?
Sure, yeah. A disaster emergency in Pennsylvania was actually declared on March 6th, and that's when we started to follow the news closer to see if this would even affect us. We weren't even sure if it would. Then on March 12th, the governor ordered all the public schools in our county closed as of that day, and we realized this was going to affect everybody. And we made some minor changes at first, just spread out our workstations, put up signs, wash your hands, put out a lot of disinfecting wipes for anything common. But behind the scenes, we also started to determine, okay, who could work from home, who could stay in the office, and what did we need to do in order to support our members? That was our most important aspect of it, was we want to be able to continue to support everybody, provide the 609 training that we could, still do our clinics that in other states, even though we couldn't do anything local, maybe we could still do them in other states. At this point, we really didn't know how widespread this would be. But above all else, we really wanted to put safety first.
Yeah, to me, it didn't seem like long after that, maybe only a few days, when the governor said that all non-life sustaining businesses in Pennsylvania had to close. And I think that was on March 18th.
Yeah, it was, we actually closed the office on March 20th. All employees had to work from home. We already had a couple that were, but we really had to delegate responsibilities. I mean, just who's going to get the mail? How are we going to forward the phones? How are we going to maintain contact with everybody working from home? Some of our employees have little kids at home that aren't in schools anymore or daycare. Some of our employees, myself, I now have 5 adults all online at home. Do we have enough Wi-Fi? Where is everybody going to work? And so everybody had their personal things that they had to deal with, but at the same time, we have to make sure that we're supporting our members and making sure that certification is still going out, because just because we're closed down doesn't mean the rest of the country was at that point.
Well, like you said, MACS is still open for business, but we're all just working from home now. Can you tell our members how we are working to continue the mission of MACS?
So our initial focus was making sure we could answer our phones, reply to emails, just keep our certification process moving forward. Within days, we realized we are good to go on that front. So online testing continues. Certificates are still being processed. Perhaps it'll take a little longer to receive them because we have to move things around differently instead of just handing it to the next person next to you. Temporary certificates can still be printed online. Our customer service is still open 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. Just call the main number like usual. And of course, our email is set up and running along with our website. The magazine continues. It's going to be in an online format for the next couple issues, and then we'll be going back to the print. And then same with the MSR. We're going to be producing it just like always for our members to give them the information that they need.
So during this whole pandemic, what steps is MACS taking to protect employees, customers and our members' health and safety. For example, during test processing and shipping.
To start off with employees, we instituted no visitors to the office when we were still in there, and then we quickly went to working from home. We actually locked our doors, so any mail deliveries we receive are in a remote foyer, and then they actually sit out there for 24 hours or are sanitized. We actually have extra cleaning done by our staff. So we looked up to see how long the virus survives on different surfaces to make sure that it would be safe for our employees to handle letters and boxes and things like that. And also when we ship them out. So one of the things that MACS has done for our members is we sent a letter to the US EPA requesting guidance about vehicle and cabin cleaning. We noticed that there was a lot of information out there about what businesses can do to protect their customers, but there was nothing for our service members. So our members can also get special access to affinity programs on our website like Cintas, and you can get first aid kit, face masks are one of their new products, medical kits, and I think cleaning supplies as well.
Well, Lynn, thanks for this update. But before we go, I have one last question. What are you hearing about the COVID-19 situation in your part of the state? And do you have a prediction about what the future may hold?
I think it's going to be a very positive outlook. People have been very good with social distancing and washing your hands and wearing your masks. When I've gone out the few times I've actually had to go out to go food shopping, people are really adhering to it. We are in an interesting part of Pennsylvania in that Montgomery County was one of the first counties to be shut down, and we are forecasted to be one of the last counties to be open because we're so close to the city of Philadelphia. We're all doing well working from home, but we're also all looking forward to getting back to work and getting back to our normal routines and just getting everything moving again.
Exactly. Well, that's about all the time we have for right now. Lynn, I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me today on this live chat and for all that you do for our staff here at MACS and all of our MACS members.
Thanks, Steve. I'm glad I could do it.
I'm sure that each MACS member will appreciate your insights and information, and hopefully it can help them with their business. Well, that wraps it up for this MACS live chat. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. And of course, we'd like to thank you for your continued membership with MACS. To find out all that your association has to offer, including our affinity programs designed to help save your shop money, please visit our website at www.maxw.org. Thanks again for joining us. My name is Steve Schaeber, and we'll see you next time.